Okay, so Darian, just based on that last comment, was that your biggest challenge? Trying to put everything together?
That was the biggest challenge that I've ever faced as far as with my creativity.
Okay.
That was a huge challenge. Anybody that knows how to edit, they'll tell you.
Okay.
Yeah.
I get that. My editing is not on the level of yours, trust me. It is not on the level, but I get that part. And I don't think people really understand, like if you do a video or something and they really don't understand that process, because they're like, okay, you can go and you can get it out now, but it's not that easy. It is not that easy. So
Nah.
how did you pick your cast?
I held auditions, and people showed up. I held two separate auditions because of COVID, so I lost a few people. So I held another one. But
Okay.
I'm a former recruiter, and I was always a top recruiter. I'm a former career service advisor, so I've
Okay.
always been good at finding people and finding the right matches for jobs based on the job description.
Mhm.
So I took that. That's a soft skill. I created characters. So when I casted people, I knew exactly what I was looking for and who could fit and who wouldn't, who would make sense and who wouldn't make sense. So
Okay.
it's a gift that I have, and that's something that either you got it or you don't have it.
Okay. I like being the extra part. Like, I like to be in the background in the extra part. That is so cool. So now you say you've written other books, right?
Yes, I have 5 published books. I have a website. It's my first and last name, DeriyunMcGee.com. Spelled DeriyunMcgee.com. All my
Okay.
books are on there. I have 3 children's books. It's called Johnny in the Light, Believe in You and Others Will Too, and Don't Be a Bully. And then I have a book called How to Deal with Death and Missing Your Loved Ones. And I'm speaking about everything I've been telling you about my family,
Right.
paranormal activities that surrounded it, and how I deal with everything. And then I got my book called Rewind that I turned into a movie.
So is that your favorite out of all the books? And you turning that one into a movie, although it's a movie, is that your favorite?
That's hard to say what favorite because each one of them is a very special part of my life. But if I gotta like pick a favorite, it
Mhm.
must be my Johnny in the Light book, my children's Christian book.
Okay.
Only because that book teaches children how to pray and call on Christ when the boogeyman show up.
Oh, you know
Yeah,
what? That's a really good idea. I'm gonna have to go and get my book and I'm gonna have you autograph it for me so I
I
can
appreciate
say
it.
I got that.
And
So,
I only say that real quick. I only say that because of what
uh-huh.
I experienced. I woke up and I've seen the shadow man standing over my bed, with no face and no eyes. And I've seen this in real life. Like, I probably sound like a fictitious movie or Insidious or something, but I really lived it. I've seen the spiritual world. And the only thing that made it leave is when in my mind, I started screaming out to Jesus. I know that's not his real name. I know his real name Yeshua, or he got other names start with a Y, but he knew who I was talking to.
Right.
And that thing, it hurt me and it ran. So that when I put that book out and all these women start coming to me and saying my child sleeps so much better at night, they're not having any problems at
Wow.
night. I feel like that was me creating a weapon
Okay.
to fight against evil spirits.
Okay.
So that's why that's so important to me. That's why that's
So
my
that
favorite.
was kind of your way of putting on the armor.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
I get it.
So soldiering up.
Yeah, that is true. So are you gonna make that in your next movie?
My next movie, I'm actually going to do a black comedy called I Suck at Dating. I'm gonna change it up a little bit. I got a lot of serious stuff going on, so I'm gonna change it up a
Okay.
little
I
bit.
suck at dating. That's really that's a catchy title. It really, really, really is. Okay, so because this was your first and you've learned so much doing this movie, what advice would you give to upcoming directors and producers that are just really starting out? Is it something that that you would want to explain to them or tell them?
I mean, it's so much because I have 2 other movies now. I have a movie called Obedience. It's on like RevealTV.com, Apple
Mhm.
TV. I have a short film called The Absence of Love. You can find it on YouTube for right now or my Facebook page.
Okay.
And the advice that I would give filmmakers is to actually organize your work first and foremost. Find your strength and stick to your strength. Not everybody can do every aspect of it like me, but I learned how to do this by default because I have no choice, and I found out I was good at stuff, and I scored my own stuff. But find your strength and stick to your strength. If your strength is writing, learn how to do everything, but delegate the duties.
Okay.
That way you'll get a whole project.
Okay. So you're going to have a crew that's basically to make sure that you have a dependable crew.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You find somebody you can count on and depend on. Find people that's hungry like yourself. If you can't pay them, find somebody that believe in the script and that's trying to do the same thing as you, and they want to get a name for themselves. They want to build a portfolio for yourself. And I've dealt with people that came in very humble, and midway through filming, they changed on me.
Really?
So I've dealt with that a few times, but that's part of life.
Yeah.
What you learn from that is it's all about your response to how people act. So the psychological part and the people dealing with people is very important because you're gonna have so many different spirits and energies around you, and you gotta be able to discern who people are.
Yeah.
And that's a part that you don't really hear anybody talking about in film. So when you build your team, you need to really discern who your team is around you, what their intentions are. Learn about them, learn the spirituality, learn about these people because people will turn on you and try to sabotage your work while you filming.
And that is so true. It's unfortunate, but I've been there, done that. So I get that part. How do you keep up with what's going on in the film industry? I mean, I know, like you said, you learned how to do editing, you found this person to teach you, but how do you keep up? Because technology changes every day. So how do you keep up with what's going on in the film industry?
YouTube University.
That's my favorite university, trust me.
I went to TVCN, Tampa Bay Community Network School. And
In Tampa? Is that the one in Tampa? Okay, I know exactly. Yeah, I took it. Yeah, I know.
I graduated from there.
Okay.
It was a refresher course. But the one thing I learned the most is when I'm filming, how to get the people in the right place,
Okay.
Close shot, the mid range, the long range, how to position them, the angles, how to do rolling shots. That was important.
Okay.
That was very important. And other than that, YouTube University, how to do this, how to do that. What's the best film? What's the best camera? And I filmed my last 2 movies off a cell phone, and you can't even tell.
Really?
Yeah, you can't even tell. They look better than Rewind. If you ask me and my cast, the quality is way better. And I'm just shocked because he had a black magic camera filming Rewind. So these cell phones nowadays are just like little mini cameras.
Yeah. I call them mini computers, really. And they do quite a bit. So I was going to ask you to share a particularly rewarding experience from your movie, but I think you kind of covered that with you being able to get the word out there about your brother, what could have possibly been done in order to help him. So I'm not going to ask you that question, but am I on the right track?
That's definitely the message and spreading the word because hundreds and hundreds, I'll probably say thousands of people know about it through me. And that let me know that I'm building my mansion in heaven. If I ever die, I know I'm gonna have a mansion waiting on me because I did something great on this earth that wasn't about money. But what really touched my heart is having my premiere party. I had 2 of them so far, and the cast is just so thankful, and it was so many people. And so I let everybody speak and just to see how they felt about it and their experience and how happy they was, and just to sit back and listen and watch it and watch the crowd react to the movie.
Yeah.
To see that and
Yeah.
so many people show up, and it's so many people, everybody dressed up. Like that really, that's very rewarding.
Yeah, it was quite a number of people Well, had you shown it before then, other than the film festival that you
Oh
and
yeah,
Yeah.
I filmed this movie in 2021, and I had a
Okay.
premiere in 2021 in downtown Tampa, and about
Okay.
like almost 100 people showed up. It
Wow.
was it was packed, and they really it was a great experience. And then I had a recent premiere for my movie Obedience, and there was like 130 people in there. It was packed, and that's where I met Lee.
Okay.
He actually drove down from Winter Haven and came to my Obedience premiere,
Okay.
my red carpet premiere in
So
Sarasota.
we giving a shout out to Lee Woodherb out of from Clear Vision. Lee, see you got
Would
this together. You know, I think what he is trying to do is phenomenal, and I congratulate him on his film festival. I also congratulate you on your film. Like I said,
appreciate it.
it really hit home for me, and it touched me a whole lot of way. And I had to just feel like I could reach out and talk to you. So I do appreciate you being here. I really, really do. And I'm going to ask you to come back for your next movie or your next book or whatever your next project is. You're going to have to come back to Nessyp Entertainment and tell me about it.
Well, look, we got 5 books and we got 2 movies. So you let me know when you're ready.
See, I like this. We're gonna have to do this real soon here. But I'm going to get my book first though. I'm going to do. It's the website now, DeriyunMcGee.com.
Correct. And it's on Amazon. And
Okay,
I have some physical copies. I know we're not too far away from each other. I'll be happy
right.
to meet up with you and autograph and have dinner with you. I
Oh,
feel like your
I love
energy,
this.
I love your energy. I feel like I met me a new sister. So
Hey, you got it. You got, I'll be the big sister. I don't have no problem with that. I have, there are so many, for me, there are so many talented people out here, especially in our area, that people don't know about. And so I just feel like if I can let people know about what you're doing and follow you and see, I told you, I'm looking for you to be up here. I see it, you know, and so I want to get in on the ground floor so that when you win in that Oscar or that Grammy or whatever they do for the big films, I want my seat right up there. I don't want to be sitting in the balcony. I want the ground floor. Okay.
let's do it. Let's do it. I appreciate it. I submitted my last 2 movies to the Black American Film Festival in Miami. That's the largest gathering of Black people for film. So
Oh,
yeah, I'm like, oh man, let's see what happens.
okay.
So
So you got to keep me posted and let me know how that goes out. When is that one?
I think like June,
Okay.
June, July. Yeah, from May and May, June, May, June.
Somewhere in between May and June.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Well, Deriyun, thank you again for coming and talking to me. I really appreciate it. I wish you all the luck in the world. You are an amazing young man, and I so appreciate you.
No, I really appreciate you having me. Thank you for inviting me. That's very humbling. Thank you.
Yay, that's good. Well, this has been Nessyp of Nessyp Entertainment. Back to you in the studio.